The tree pose, also known as Vrksasana, is a standing pose that helps improve balance and stability. It is a great pose for beginners to start with. To perform this pose, start by standing tall with your feet together and your arms by your side. Then, shift your weight to your left foot and lift your right foot off the ground. Place the sole of your right foot on your left inner thigh, with your toes pointing down towards the ground. Press your foot into your thigh and your thigh into your foot to create a stable base. Then, bring your palms together in front of your chest and take a few deep breaths. If you feel balanced, you can raise your arms above your head, keeping your palms together. The tree pose helps improve your concentration and focus, while also strengthening your legs, ankles, and core muscles. Practicing this pose regularly can also help improve your posture and increase your overall sense of stability and groundedness. Triangle pose, or Trikonasana, is a standing yoga posture that provides a deep stretch to the entire body. It is a great pose for improving balance, flexibility, and strength. To get into the pose, stand with your feet wider than hip distance apart, with your right foot turned out and your left foot turned slightly inward. Extend your arms out to the sides, and reach your right hand toward your right foot, while keeping your left arm extended upward. Keep your gaze toward the ceiling or downward, depending on what feels comfortable for your neck. In triangle pose, you will feel a stretch through your hamstrings, hips, and side body. This pose can help improve digestion, relieve stress and anxiety, and even increase your energy levels. Remember to breathe deeply and evenly as you hold the pose for several breaths before switching sides. As with any yoga pose, listen to your body and don't push yourself beyond your limits. With practice, you will find greater ease and stability in triangle pose. Corpse pose or Shavasana. This pose is also referred to as the relaxation pose, and it's the perfect way to end your yoga practice. To get into Shavasana, you need to lie on your back with your arms at your sides, palms facing up, and your legs extended out straight. Allow your body to sink into the floor, and close your eyes. In Shavasana, you will feel a sense of deep relaxation and restfulness. This pose is excellent for relieving stress and anxiety and restoring your body's natural state of calmness. As you lie in Shavasana, focus on your breath, inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply. Allow yourself to fully surrender to the present moment, letting go of any thoughts or worries. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you need to feel fully relaxed and rejuvenated. When you're ready to come out of the pose, slowly begin to deepen your breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, and gently stretch your body. Easy pose, also known as Sukhasana. This is a basic seated posture that is commonly used in yoga practices, especially during meditation and pranayama exercises. To perform this pose, sit on a yoga mat or a cushion with your legs crossed and your hands resting on your knees or thighs. Make sure that your spine is straight, your shoulders are relaxed, and your chin is slightly tucked in. You can also use a block or a rolled-up blanket to support your hips and elevate your sitting bones. This pose is great for stretching your hips, thighs, and lower back, and it helps improve your posture and focus. You can hold this pose for several minutes, breathing deeply and calmly, or use it as a starting point for other seated poses. The warrior pose, also known as Virabhadrasana I. This pose is a great way to improve your posture, balance, and strength, while also reducing stress and anxiety. To begin, stand at the front of your mat with your feet hip distance apart. Step your left foot back and turn it out at a 45-degree angle. Your right foot should be pointing forward, with your heel aligned with the arch of your left foot. Bend your right knee, making sure it stays in line with your ankle, and keep your left leg straight and strong. Lift your arms overhead, reaching towards the sky and bringing your palms together. As you hold this pose, focus on your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. Feel the strength and power of the warrior within you, as you stand tall and grounded. Remember to switch sides and repeat the pose on the opposite side for a balanced practice. With consistent practice, this pose will help you build inner strength and confidence, both on and off the mat. The Warrior II pose. This yoga posture is similar to Warrior I, as it strengthens your quadriceps, but with a slight difference in performance that increases your flexibility. To begin, stand in the mountain pose with your feet together. Then, slowly place your feet apart, about the width of your hips. Next, gently turn your right toes to 90 degrees and your left toes to 45 degrees. Bend your right knee forward until it is right over your right ankle, while keeping your torso even between your hips. This is the starting position for Warrior II. Now, raise your arms up to shoulder height, and then turn your right arm in front of you and your left arm behind you. Gaze over your right arm for 8 to 10 breaths, feeling the stretch in your hip flexors and opening up your chest. When you're ready, return to the starting point, exchange the legs, and repeat the pose on the other side. Remember to breathe deeply and to listen to your body, adjusting the pose as needed. Congratulations, you've learned how to perform the Warrior II pose. Keep practicing regularly to improve your strength and flexibility. The Crescent Lunge pose. This yoga posture offers a deep stretch for your legs, groin, and hip flexors, while also opening your front body, including your shoulders and chest. As a beginner, the crescent lunge can help you practice balancing and strengthen your butt, hips, and thighs. To begin, stand with your feet together, and slowly start stepping back with your left foot to create a position where your feet are about legs length apart. Keep your right foot firmly planted on the ground. Bend your right knee to 90 degrees, making sure it's aligned with your ankle, and then lift both your arms straight overhead. Lengthen your back leg while reaching up, allowing your shoulders to relax. Hold this position for 30 seconds, feeling the stretch in your front hip, groin, and thigh. When you're ready, switch sides and repeat the pose on the other leg. Remember to breathe deeply and to listen to your body, adjusting the pose as needed. Congratulations, you've learned how to perform the crescent lunge pose. Keep practicing regularly to improve your balance, strength, and flexibility. The chair pose, also known as Utkatasana. This standing posture is great for building strength and stamina. As a beginner, you can expect your shins and Achilles tendons to be stretched when doing this pose, while your ankles and thighs are strengthened, and your back, hips, and shoulders are toned. To begin, stand in the mountain pose with your feet together. If you're a beginner, you can start with your feet hip distance apart to reduce the intensity of the pose. As you breathe in, raise your arms overhead. Then, as you breathe out, bend your knees to a point where your thighs are parallel to the floor, as if you were sitting on an imaginary chair. Make sure your knees are aligned with your ankles and your weight is evenly distributed between your feet. Lower your hips down while keeping your back straight and your chest lifted. Shift your weight to your heels as you lengthen up through your torso, feeling the stretch in your thighs and lower back. Gaze directly forward and hold this pose for about 1 minute, breathing deeply and relaxing your shoulders. When you're ready to release the pose, slowly straighten your legs and lower your arms to the sides. Congratulations, you've learned how to perform the chair pose. Keep practicing regularly to improve your strength, flexibility, and balance.